I think that professional bodies and professionals within them, and the other stakeholder, organisations that employ many professionals, are stuck in this mode of structured, not needs-driven, process-driven CPD, which I regret to say has very often, I'll qualify it, too little value.
Yeah, I guess it depends what one's objective is, whether your objective and my objective is to try and help change the game around CPD. And I have tried in some sectors, and I guess where I've had more success is where it has been working with what I would call more of an emerging or a new professional field.
Yeah, good point.
So, you know, we're not kind of hidebound by the history and the tradition and the kind of argument that we can't do things like that because this is the way we've always done it.
Because we haven't done it for very long.
Yeah, that's right. So they're actually, you know, you've got an opportunity to, you know, take a new, you know, professional field or area and to work with people in a more innovative way from the off.
But equally, Richard, I think you're right, not only in terms of the longevity of a professional body, but also the people within it. Is it easier, is it possible to get a 23, 24-year-old recently qualified person to maintain a journey of development rather than try and turn around the embedded and very often anti-views of a 56-year-old, leave me alone, I've only got 4 more years to go, you haven't given me much to do up to now, where the hell did this CPD enforcement come from? I think maintaining the journey of younger people, and I'm not trying to be ageist, there were just as many people who shut down an interest in their development professional otherwise at 23, probably as doing the 50s, and I don't want to be unfair to people like me who are 60. I just have this innate view that if we can maintain the momentum of a journey, it's easier than trying to row back the habits of a professional lifetime.
Sure, and you know, I subscribe to a lot of this kind of thinking around, you know, how people's roles and modes change and evolve over their career and lifetime, and you know, maybe to really sort of give value, you know, and a sense of contribution to the person who's maybe a few years from retirement. You know, and, you know, in an organizational sense, sharing learning through generations, you know, people at that end of their career, you know, their role, you know, in terms of their CPD, their professional development, is helping them to become really good mentors, for instance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or really good coaches. I mean, particularly mentors, because, you know, mentoring for me is about, you know, helping people navigate the politics, learning about the things that you can't necessarily learn through the, you know, the graduate training course, but actually are really important for, you know, the lessons of life that people have. So I think, you know, you know, if we can change the game and the way that professional development is viewed, there's a lot that can be done, you know, for both the, you know, the individuals, but also for the organisation.
Well, I think so, and it is easy to become cynical, and it's a hard beast to move because it's just such a big, cumbersome beast with embedded parts. And for me, CPD, let's just as we get near the end of what we got time for here, let's just revisit what it means. Continuous professional development, not intermittent training course attendance, which is what I think it's become. If it's continuous, it should be just that, not just, oh, crikey, oh, good job, I've only got to do 3 of these a year, and I can just put up with that. Continuous, every hour of every day has got learning within it. So to encourage members to see that value intrinsically from what we do. Professional, yes, and to me, personal, professional, there is no distinction, because if you're learning, you can transfer across. And development, not training. Development, competence, not training course attendance.
Yeah, well, I agree.